2026 FIFA World Cup has arrived with several important changes to the laws of the game. Today, we're gonna break down every single one of them. Let's get started. Hello, my friends, how are you all doing? The International Football Association Board, IFAB, has decided to crack down on time wasting and keep the ball in play for longer. Some of these new regulations have already been tested during pre-World Cup friendlies and will now apply throughout the tournament. Let's begin with the main idea behind these changes. The objective is simple: reduce unnecessary stoppages and make football more dynamic. At the last World Cup, matches lasted an average of 100 minutes when stoppage time was included. Of that total, approximately 42 minutes were lost to dead ball situations and interruptions. That figure is remarkable because it represents almost an entire half of football in which the ball was not actually in play. For that reason, IFAB has chosen to tighten several areas of the game that previously allowed teams to waste time and slow down the action. These changes are not merely theoretical. They have already been introduced during last week's pre-World Cup friendlies and will be implemented in most competitions around the world from July onwards. The goal is to ensure more playing time and less wasted time. Players will now have 5 seconds to take a throw-in. One of the most straightforward changes concerns throw-ins. When the referee believes a throw-in is being deliberately delayed, they will blow the whistle and begin a visible 5-second countdown using their fingers. The purpose is to eliminate situations where players take excessive time to restart play. The referee will now have a clear and visible method of controlling the delay. The punishment is equally straightforward. If the 5 seconds expire and the throw-in has not been taken, possession will be awarded to the opposing team. The opponents will then take the throw-in instead. It significantly changes the risk-reward balance because delaying the restart now results in an immediate loss of possession. Goalkeepers will also have 5 seconds to take goal kicks. The same principle applies to goal kicks. When a referee believes the restart is being intentionally delayed, they will signal and begin a visible 5-second countdown. However, the punishment differs slightly from the throw-in rule. If the goal kick is not taken within the allotted time, the opposing team will be awarded a corner kick. This is an important detail because it removes any advantage gained from artificially slowing the game down. Rather than buying a few extra seconds, teams risk handing their opponents a dangerous attacking opportunity. This could prove particularly significant in tightly contested matches, especially during periods of sustained pressure. Another major change involves substitutions. Players leaving the pitch will now have a maximum of 10 seconds to do so. After the fourth official raises the substitution ball during the final 5 seconds, the referee will indicate the countdown with a raised hand. The rule is designed to speed up substitutions and prevent players from deliberately walking slowly off the pitch in order to waste valuable time. There is, however, an important exception. If a player is genuinely injured and unable to leave the field normally, that situation will be taken into account. The aim is to combat deliberate delays, not punish players who are legitimately unable to leave quickly. The consequences for delaying are severe. If the substituted player exceeds the time limit, the replacement must wait 1 minute before entering the field. During that period, the offending team will be forced to play with one fewer player. A simple delay can therefore create an immediate tactical disadvantage. Medical treatment procedures have also changed. The rules surrounding medical treatment have been adjusted to prevent teams from using injuries as a strategic tool to disrupt matches. Previously, once treatment was completed, a player only needed the referee's permission to re-enter the pitch. In practice, this often created opportunities for time wasting. Now the process is different. After receiving treatment, a player must remain off the field for at least 60 seconds before returning. During that time, their team will play with one fewer player. This represents a major shift. Previously, treatment could act as a brief pause with little consequence. Now, there is a tangible cost. The rule is designed to discourage players from exaggerating injuries or disrupting the rhythm of the match unnecessarily. The central objective is to keep the game flowing. When medical stoppages become tactical tools, the pace and entertainment value of the match suffer. With this change, IFAB hopes to restore greater continuity to the game. VAR will also gain additional powers. The video assistant referee system will take on greater responsibility during the tournament. Until now, the protocol only covered 4 categories of incidents: goals, penalties, straight red cards, and cases of mistaken identity. That scope will now be expanded. The first new category involves incorrectly awarded corner kicks. If a corner has clearly been given in error and the correction can be made immediately without delaying the restart, VAR will be allowed to intervene. The intention is to correct objective mistakes without turning the game into a constant series of reviews. The second new category concerns mistaken second yellow cards leading to dismissals. If a referee incorrectly issues a second caution that results in a sending off, VAR will be able to alert the officiating team directly. In such situations, the referee will not need to visit the pitch side monitor. The correction can be made immediately because the error is factual rather than subjective. This significantly expands VAR's ability to prevent mistakes that could fundamentally alter the outcome of a match. The official World Cup ball will also feature new technology. Beyond the changes to officiating, the tournament ball itself will play a role in assisting referees. The Trionda match ball will be equipped with an advanced sensor capable of providing detailed movement data. This technology will work alongside the existing goal line technology system, which remains directly connected to the referee's watch. As a result, referees will receive faster alerts during key moments. Another important feature is the ability to assist in identifying handball incidents. In other words, the ball itself will become an additional tool to support more accurate decision making. These changes demonstrate that the 2026 World Cup is about much more than minor rule adjustments. They affect the pace of matches, the management of playing time, and the way officials respond to controversial incidents. What will change in practice? Ultimately, the message behind all of these reforms is very clear. The 2026 World Cup aims to deliver less time wasting, fewer unnecessary stoppages, and more football. With stricter rules governing throw-ins, goal kicks, substitutions, and medical treatment, every second on the clock will become more valuable. Expanded role of VAR and the technology embedded within the new match ball complete this package of innovations. As a result, the tournament enters a new era of officiating that is faster, more direct, and more focused on keeping the game moving. Click on the next video and continue following our journey. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.